Connectivity and digital citizenship. Connecting to the wireless network is one of the first steps in being BYOD ready. Have the students locate settings on their given device. These are usually located in the Network section under System Preferences. It may also be called Wi-Fi instead of wireless. Students and anyone using a non-HSE issued device should always connect to HSE BYOD. Then they can authenticate with their network username and password. At the beginning of the school year, this is usually their lunch number and a capital H, lowercase s, lowercase e, and their 6-digit birthday. As students are trying to connect to the wireless, some for the very first time, it's important to consider these troubleshooting tips. If after trying some of these tips, you're finding that students are still unable to connect to the wireless network, if you're seeing that it's just one or two, feel free to send them down to the media center. But if you're seeing that it's the entire group, then it may be a bigger problem and you should call the media center for help. Digital citizenship. Even though we are moving more to a digital presence, citizenship doesn't really change. It's not just one community at one time in exclusion of all others. Digital communities reach across communities, all communities that we may be involved in, and it's vital that our actions and communications satisfy a variety of responsibilities simultaneously. As adults, we consider these things in our actions daily. We choose not to wear a school t-shirt to certain events because it may be controversial, or we don't post certain types of pictures because of our jobs and how it may reflect on us. We need to help our kids make these distinctions and understand the interconnectedness of their communities. The device is the tool that we are using to enhance, engage, or expedite learning. We are creating classroom environments that encourage productive behavior and use of these tools. If we have structures in place to direct the use of the device in specific ways, students will be less likely to find their own ways to use it. We need to let our students know that when they behave in a manner that may be funny or a part of their personal lifestyle, it may be completely inappropriate, against school rules, and possibly against the law. One of the things our students also need to understand is that just because they post it in one place, that it can easily reach many others. I think this YouTube clip explains it well.
Well, you know how these things start. One guy tells another guy something, and then he tells two friends, and they tell two friends, and they tell their friends, and so on, and so on, and so on. You know how these things.
If it's questionable, don't do it. It's important that we remember that both students and staff have signed an acceptable users policy from the school district. The students can find theirs in their handbook on page 63. Teachers can find their acceptable use policy under the policy section in board docs. It's important that we make clear to students that there are many possible ways for them to guard their safety, their privacy, and their security. And those things should always be considered in all communications and while they are trying to locate, access, and use digital materials. Our goal is to have a productive, safe learning environment. And remembering these things can ensure that for our students and staff.